Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2014 North American Challenger Series, and it's time for Game 2 in this best-of-3 semifinal between Cognitive Gaming and Determined Gaming. Now, with one more win, DTG locked down a spot in the first Challenger Series final against LMQ.
Yeah, and Determined Gaming had a great Game 1, forcing out a surrender from COG, and probably he had another big game in the mid. This time on LeBlanc, he went 3-0-8 and raised his KDA to 28 for the Challenger Series. Still at the top.
Fairly big number.
I think he's doubling or even tripling the closest person to him.
So I would say he's probably doing really well.
I would say he's probably doing great right now.
All right, so he's off to a great start. Let's talk about the other guys on this roster as well, of course. Broken Shard hitting really hard too. Yeah,
Broken Shard, in their games against Curse Academy, Game 1, he got bottom lane fed and got Robert going.
Yeah.
In Game 2, he carried that game with Kha'Zix. And in this game, he got Prolly going. So he's making everybody look great on his team.
Yeah.
And you got to give props to him, too. Junglers are usually a little overlooked.
Yeah.
A little bit with support, too.
Sometimes.
Like, because Prolly made huge plays. Great plays.
Yeah, he did.
But, you know, who set him up for that? Who put the who put the ball on the tee?
The Shard.
Broken Shard.
The Shard. I'm
the
nicknaming
Shard.
him. He's just the Shard.
The Shard.
It just sounds cool. The Shard.
We got the Prolly and the Shard show coming up next.
Sure.
All right.
I don't know if it's a show. I just kind of want to say like it sounds menacing.
The Shard. Oh, like he's looming.
Yeah.
Watch out, we got the Shard.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you cast the entire voice in that game?
No. Can I cast the entire voice in that game?
Shut up, okay? Can you cast the entire game in that voice? Don't do it.
I don't know. I'm not going to do it.
That's fine. And of course, Robert X. Lee as well had a great game. 3-0-7 on Sivir. A great showing.
Yeah. Robert, another one of their standout players. We talked about him previously at the start, having great games. And his champion pool, he's great with a lot of things, especially those short-range champions. We were talking about his Vayne, the 525 range champion there, or 550, sorry. 550 range. With the Sivir being 500, he knows how to position to get the most out of his range.
Yeah. And
that is key for an ADC, and he didn't die at all.
No, he's fighting a Caitlyn lane, right? Caitlyn Thresh, they got first picked. Every bottom laner available, unless you wanted to like run Kassadin something, like Kassadin Lulu.
Is that a thing?
Those were. I'm just saying that they were banned. I don't want to force a meta. I'm just saying they typically picked bottom lane champions, all available. COG ran for Kate Thresh, and Robert was like, shortest ranged AD carry in the game. Whatever.
Except for Urgot.
Yeah, okay.
People are going to poke you on that one. They're going to be like, oh, freak, it's Urgot's 425 range.
Okay. Okay. Well, second shortest.
Yeah.
Marksman. I don't want to say AD carry.
Yeah, that's true.
Marksman.
Is Urgot even a marksman?
I believe he's still classified as marksman, yes. Yeah. More than anything else.
He's like a caster, tanky bug.
He's a lot of things.
Half robot.
Bug? I mean...
He's like you with the metal legs.
Gosh, I hate you. Don't you dare.
Freak got.
Freak got? That's me? All right. Well, we'll get ourselves into the game here. Cognitive going to add LeBlanc to the ban list here. Gragas still coming through. Is it also going to be Ziggs, and will they steal away junglers?
And there's absolutely no surprise there with the LeBlanc. No. I mean, probably fantastic game on it. We touched on it, at least being banned out this time by DTG.
Yeah.
So Broken Shard's not going to have that. Kha'Zix still available, and they're thinking about what they want to take off the table here as the final ban.
Lulu or Riven are my guesses here, right? Or they somehow pinch a really good jungle matchup as well. I'm not sure what's in the champion pool. No, it's going to be Shyvana. So I want to explore the Riven matchup real quick because I feel like COG's going to go for that with Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Back in the end of Season 3, Determined, there were three big top laners. It was Renekton, Lee Sin, and Riven, and Jax. Those were actually the four. And they said, okay, we ban Renekton.
Did you say Lee Sin?
Lee Sin. For some guys. Like, in NA Challenger, like, West Rice was
so like West Rice, yeah. He's big on those mobile top laners.
And I remember talking to them about the matchups there, and like, yeah, we would ban Renekton, and then West Rice could beat any matchup with Lee Sin. He would just, like, outskill you and win it anyway.
Oh, wow.
So, potentially Riven's left on the table on purpose. And West Rice has been playing some Lee Sin again in solo queue. Maybe.
That's true.
We'll see.
That's true. And apparently, with West Rice in DTG, he will play Akali when he goes, Akali's good here, and the team won't even argue with him.
All right.
They won't even be like, I don't care about composition. Like, Akali's good here. Akali will win this. Akali will stomp this.
Okay.
And they aren't unfamiliar to actually swapping Prolly to top lane. He's played top lane before in some matches when they do swaps. He'll be like, oh, I'm going to Gragas top or I'll Karma top.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that before. So he knows how to do that matchup and even survive in 2v1s, and they'll put Akali mid and use West Rice's mechanics on that.
Well, they actually did that when they had Arthlon on the team.
Yes.
Game 1 against EG, West Rice went mid with Kha'Zix, Arthlon went top with Mundo.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, didn't work out, nor did their Game 3 Akali pick. but they are willing to do that. We'll see what happens.
There wasn't a lot of research to be done on EG. You have no idea what they're going to pick because they're a newly formed team, right? There's hours and hours of footage on DTG, or I guess NIP back at that time, or NID. Ninja Napkins in Disguise.
That wasn't the entire same roster, though.
Yeah, there was a little swap there.
There's some. Well, let's see.
Everybody's hovered over Shaco like once. They're just
he's just a cool guy. They miss him because they didn't have enough nightmares from solo queue.
I forgot that. I've been watching so much competitive play that I forgot that there are champions that just stomp solo queue. Like, I'm like, oh, it's a Tryndamere. He's not. Oh my God, what's happening in my team?
Yeah, he's.
Or it's like, oh, it's a Shaco. That's not gonna. Oh my God, what happened?
Really, you forgot about Shaco?
I forgot about Shaco. I forgot how devastating he is when there's no communication on the team.
Okay.
Right? Because like you never see him in competitive play ever.
Okay, he was played in China a couple times.
Probably by Saigon Jokers, right? You gotta get their mascot out there. I don't actually know. I'm just throwing that one there. But so. You never see him, but then when you see him in solo queue, he just wrecks your team. Like 3-minute mark, you're like, get ready for the ganks, guys. 250, he's going to be done with every. Oh,
and then first blood.
Yep, first blood.
Well, a couple of different picks coming through there though. Determined, of course, did not put in a Lulu ban, and instead they grab it. I mean, the thing is, that's probably or Bubba Dub, right? Like, I feel like the personality of Lulu fits probably, so he knows the champion.
Well, Bubba Dub, he actually has 1,500 games between Lulu, Zyra, and Thresh.
Yeah.
Those are his three main champions. Zyra's fallen out of popularity. They first picked Thresh, so his fallback is Lulu right now. Not a big Leona player. And Lulu is actually part of the meta. We've seen more in LMQ run it. And
everyone in every team play it, basically.
Yeah. And Bubba Dub, when he streams, he has this big Lulu hat.
That's right.
And he's got this giant stash. So it looks like Lulu was like attacked by Draven and mugged for her hat. It's so awesome to watch.
Oh, man. Well, we got to get packing these picks and bans because there's a lot of fun ones going through. It's going to be Pantheon picked up, presumably for jungle. The Yasuo in here as well. And that's another champion that I feel like would work for Westrise or for Crawley. Yeah,
they don't want to leave Yasuo open when there's a Vi on the enemy team. Because that's just way too much lockup for too long. It'll add a second to the Assault and Battery on the last breath. Yeah. So he's actually going to pick that one up for himself. And if he's in a little bit of a bind, Lulu can wild growth him, and he can use his ultimate last breath off of that. Yeah. So there's good synergy there between those two. And they still have their final pick to come out here. But Karthus, so they're going to go do an OGN lane here. Yeah. So Zamfira channeling his inner Faker. Yep. Going to go up against that Yasuo.
Let's see. With the Karthus. Faker held against Dade with it. Yep. And there's Kennen. Now Westrise is actually his most played in solo queue right now. Westrise bringing out the Kennen back to the top lane here against the Renekton. Richie Rich, of course, even with Riven actually available, didn't go for it. Just went back to Renekton there for the team. And here we got the Linus, man. It's a lot of new stuff on both sides, actually.
Yeah, that's a team fighting composition here.
Yeah.
Not really a split push. It's I'm going to dunk in this area. I'm going to Grand Skyfall, and then we're all just going to team fight. And DTG, I do like their composition a little bit better. Okay. But on the flip side, Cognitive, they have the tank. They have the tanky lineup here in the top lane and in the jungle. Pantheon, he doesn't get that tanky. You don't really build any defense on him. You rely on his passive, and you build a Warmogs and Black Cleaver for the HP. Yeah. And then they are going to need good HP because there's a Karthus on the field. And he's bringing Exhaust to the table, too. At least he could swap that over. He could pull a Westrise from game 1. Yeah.
Almost everyone runs Exhaust on Karthus, though.
Because when you're right in front of him.
Yeah. Lay wastes are easier. You get all in less. Your life is pain. You get hit with the file.
Yep, exactly.
It's pretty bad.
Speaking of pain, you can put down the wall of pain, too.
Yeah. Good catch. I got you. Nice one. I got to say, though, only one synergy for Yasuo. You mentioned the Lulu. It is support Lulu, after all. That is the only knock-up or knock-aside on the roster for Determined. So I feel like Probably's going to activate less than usual.
Probably can just do it himself with his Steel Tempests.
He probably could.
Yeah. Ah, you got me again. Freak!
It's not even a real joke because it's been done so many times. It's like, let me ask you a question. It's like, yeah, we've all heard that one, Freak. Shut up.
Over. Oh, Karthus liked it.
He did. Oh, man. From the past, Zamfira heard it. You can't use your skull. You have a misshapen head.
Do I? Oh.
He said so. Zamfira laughed at my joke and insulted you. And then laughed again at how much I'm making fun of you. Yeah, he knows.
Like, they have no idea what's going on.
They do.
But they find this hilarious.
French Canadians are actually psychic.
Are they?
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, how else would you explain Zamfira?
I would believe it. I would believe it. They're up on top of America, so they're always on our heads. And then they just get in our minds, and they know what's happening.
Yep. And poutine is delicious.
Not right there, though. They aren't psychic right there.
Well, Zane King's not.
I think he may have saw the tip of the death sentence. He's pinging that one like crazy.
Guys, there might be dudes in try, but the thing is, Westrice not like throwing Qs. He doesn't want to confirm. That's fine, whatever. They're all safe. No skills learned. I'm surprised Zemfira hasn't learned a skill, because I feel like level 1 Wall of Pain like wouldn't even be worth it in a level 1 team fight.
No, you would want the lay
He's
waste.
got it now.
Yeah.
Didn't brush check though.
Pretty much always going to take the lay waste in
like,
that matchup.
I could see Defile on a level 1 if you're like, it's going to be a hardcore 5-on-5 engage. You'd run out of mana, but you get a lot of damage there.
Just
I don't know.
auto-attacking people with Karthus and
And just the E, just like ticking away. I don't know, we'll see. Broken Shard, not even waiting to get a brush, he's just chilling, watching the sides of the map.
You run straight into people like that. Yeah, so Broken Shard, on the Pantheon, Kha'Zix was still available. So he is probably going to go, like, this is what's going to happen,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Broken Shard will hit 6.
Yep.
He'll just dive mid, fall right onto Karthus, and then he'll do it again, and again, and again. If he gets flash once, he'll be
And
like,
again?
Yeah. No, he'll just do it that many times.
Just 3 times.
He'll do it that many times. We'll actually keep a counter here of how many times he does it. I'm actually...
The number of man drops onto Zemfira. Does it have to be in lane or in team fights counts too?
See, here's the thing. If I stretch myself too far and go for team fights, he might do more than 3. You know what? Just lane. Just lane.
Just lane. 3 in lane.
Just lane.
Once laning phase ends, we'll see. Zemfira triggering Prawley's passive shield. This guy, he'll get it back. These guys trading minions so far. 2 to 4 in the mid lane. I can count, apparently. Or read, as the case is. Prawley in these guys trading blows. Okay, so the junglers, I gotta say, Pantheon arguably stronger early game, has the point and click stun, has the spear shot as well. He's gonna be going to his blue buff soon here. That's Broken Shard in the red trunks for the Determined. Admiral Ziplock, he can earn his stripes again this game. About to start his blue, and we'll see where he goes.
Yeah, and he has a sweeper lens this game, so he's going for a more offensive route. And once he visits top, or possibly middle, he'll sweep where he is, just double check. And make sure that there's nothing on top of him. If he gets a ward, then great. If he doesn't, then he's also more confident in the gank. And the fact that he won't be counter ganked, because that happened multiple times last game.
That's true. We'll see if it happens here. Looks like level 3 has been hit, and Vi, Admiral Ziplock, is looking for the mid lane. Prawley has been pushing in. Nothing happened just yet, actually. We're still waiting around. Bubbadub stands on a ward on the brush. Determined once again actually pushing this bottom lane. They're not getting gank help just yet, nor are they getting ganked.
Is actually rotating all the way top through the tri-brush. If he waits for the wave, he won't be seen.
He's not spotted so far.
Ken's level 3, so it's possibly as a point into his lightning rush.
We'll see. They actually ping a brush, but there's actually no ward there for Westrice. He's going to go around. Minions are there.
Oh, he's got the rats. Richie's in.
Ooh, goes the correct direction. Flashes.
Flash
Q. It's going to land. Red buff is there. Does he have the damage? No, he does not. I don't know if that was worth the flash.
He got the flash, though.
Yeah, but then he flashed after him.
Yeah, it was kind of an aggressive move there.
Yeah.
So Ziplock probably could have held off on his flash. He knew and saw that the flash was used. Rich wasn't able to back it up. Had gotten stunned with the Mark of the Storm.
Yeah. It was an admirable effort.
But it wasn't Admiral of the Navy type of effort. So he's not actually getting that ultra promotion.
No.
Be the head honcho.
Nope. I mean, he's got to make it to the promotion tournament itself to get that promotion. So like, there's not even a chance yet.
It's not just a promotion tournament for the team. It's for Admiral Ziplock.
Yes. Broken Shard will become Fleet Marshal Broken Shard if he makes it.
He'll swap all the way over. Oh, yeah, he'll join the Air Force.
Yeah.
That's right, we'll have General Odd One, Admiral Ziplock, and Fleet Marshal Broken Shard.
Yes. Don't forget Drill Sergeant...
St. Vicious?
No. It was the 80 carry for Velocity. I'm forgetting Odd One's brother.
Oh.
Well, Richie
Maple
Rich.
Street.
Yep, Maple Street, that's who I was talking about. Westrice chasing it down. Flash is still available. Ignite goes down, flashes the Q.
And the spear shot.
Yeah, that one still hits him.
Yeah, still hits him. Man, back in the day when Flash would remove everything flying at you.
It's only a little powerful.
Where's the counterplay?
Hit F at the right time.
Right?
Don't you dare say D for Flash.
I do use D for Flash.
You're a bad person.
F is for fire.
You're fired.
That's why I use Ignite.
And what do you ever use other summoner spells?
Teleport?
Okay, well, here we go. Game is afoot. It's going to be a lantern not used. The hook lands. Admiral Ziplock going to show up there. A lot of damage that Robert Exley does not have any summoners left. Barrier used. More damage coming across. Bubbadub shows up and actually makes the kill happen. The E landed, I think, because of Bubbadub.
There's actually nothing here still being in range. And he may have actually queued off of him. So that might have helped.
Yeah.
But he did actually get it with auto attacks. He was far enough up. Zemfira playing it back.
I still blame Bubba Dub.
Good games down there. Okay. Okay.
Just cause. Yeah, absolutely well played.
Stash.
Sure. No, actually, I think stashes are sweet.
I wonder if they have a ritual. Like, you know how the Copenhagen Wolves always do the howl?
Yeah.
What if they, like, stroke Bubba Dub's stash before the game for luck?
I don't know. I feel like they don't.
I feel like they should.
I mean, they're already, well, not this game, I suppose, but they won the first game without it.
We don't know that. They could be doing it.
Okay, fair. Well, whatever they're doing usually works
know.
for them. Richie Rich and West Rice in a battle. Richie Rich has a giant minion wave hitting him, though. I feel like it's a bit of an overextension there. Loses a couple hundred health. Sweeps away the rest of this wave, taking some harass. 400 gold so far, Cognitive's way. They got a pretty good start here. They got the kills. Ziploc earning a stripe so far.
Yeah, and this is a double harass top lane here. Kennen has always been a lane bully. There's the auto attacks and the fact that his W, you charge it up, hit somebody, you're automatically going to get that Mark of the Storm double charge on there.
Yeah.
And Richie Rich, he'll do the same thing on Renekton. He's actually going to go place a ward. It's about that time, and there's a pink ward there. Are you going to do it?
Apparently. I think he was baiting a Pantheon stun. I don't know.
He actually didn't have a... He had his ward available, and he actually decides to put it in the bush over there.
I think I saw this actually in a top lane tutorial by Mega Zero. He said he would actually walk over to the tri-brush to make it look like he had spent long enough time to ward there, and then put it in the other brush. He would fake the brush he put it in. Problem is it was pink warded, so they knew.
Yeah.
But for what it's worth, he made it look like he was going to ward there.
The mind games, and the fact that you can actually see if somebody's ward goes on cooldown, their trinket. You can't see that when you're on the other team.
Yeah. You gauge it by the time they're gone.
They still saw his ward because there was a ward also in the river from them. So it was good. It was good. That's a good takeaway.
Yeah.
Just spend enough time and it'll pay off. Richie, he's a little far up here.
Well, Rich goes for it, lands the stun. Damage coming across to West Rice. Level 6 on both these guys. Under the turret. Maybe a bit farther. Richie Rich, I wouldn't do that. He's got Slicing Maelstrom.
Yeah. Dominus is used. So Richie Rich is actually going to wait for the Fury build-up and his cooldowns. Oh, here comes the man drop.
Is he out of range? Yes, he is.
Zoned him a little too hard there.
Yep. Broken Shards and Crush Streams for that one. Didn't manage to land it where he wanted it.
And West Rice still has a Slicing Maelstrom, so he'll be able to have that for an engagement if he goes all in on Richie. Richie, of course, in a back-and-forth team fight, or back-and-forth 1v1, you know, he'll come out on top.
Yeah.
Because he's got the regen. He's going to get back up to full HP before another engagement happens. Or he'll get pinched off here, and Broken Shard will make a move.
Well, he spots out that the blue buff has been taken already. He's about 10 seconds too late there, Broken Shard. And the buffs are respawning, though, on his side of the map. Blue buff is available. Looks like no rush for the Determined squad, but that's fine. And I got to point out, actually, just now in this game, hold on, we're fighting.
He's going to make it back to the turret. But Broken Shard's here.
There's no flash. He's taking the Q and stunned up. Broken Shard turns it back. 450 gold for that one. Putting the gold lead back in Determined's hands.
Broken Shard was going back and forth in that jungle for a long time.
Yeah.
They pinged him out, and then they kind of just gave up and said, you know, he probably went home. And it looked like he was going home, and then he went back, and then he looked like he was going home, and then he went back again. And this time, the Slicing Maelstrom was used, and he was able to pick up the kill.
Well played.
Yeah, if he had not gotten an assist or a kill on that, it would have been a complete waste of time. And then he probably would have wanted some turret damage.
Yep.
But they end up getting a kill there for him. And the Lantern backwards.
All right, who do they go for? They get the knock-up on Robert X. Lee. He does not have flash available. Beautiful hook there from Zane King as well. Robert X. Lee gonna go the way of the graveyard. Down he goes.
That's a lot of walk-up onto one target. They pick up Robert X. Lee. No chance. Actually, I guess there was a chance to barrier. Decides to not use it, so good.
Yeah. Not worth barriering.
It was good. It was good that he didn't. And now they're going to start rotating towards Dragon, getting this control. And DTG, they're like hugging their blue buff. Don't take this. Don't take this. It's the same one from last game.
I think this is safe for COG. Smite is not up. There's no chance. Picked up there. Dragon goes to Cognitive. I'm a little bit surprised, though, they chose not to try to get greedy and take the blue buff as well. I don't know if they didn't think it was up or not, but they just took the Dragon and said that's good enough for us.
Against this team right now, you don't want to pinch yourself off this early. You want to just get those early objectives. That was a higher risk.
Well, and he has stun in 2 seconds. He can flash stun right now.
Oh, he could.
Doesn't go for it.
He could slice flash stun.
Yeah.
West Rice?
No. Well, there's a stun.
Oh.
And that's it. Nope. Well, I don't know. No, he's not going to go for it anymore.
It was good on paper.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Manitoke number 2 at the top lane.
That thing takes 5 hits.
Rich is in stun range. Here we go. Attack's coming through.
Oh,
gets
he
the
goes
E
backwards.
and gets the other one. Nice escape.
That's really good. You take a step back into the person so you can get the slice and it'll activate the dice. If you just slice forward, it's not going to be as much distance as if you had taken one step back to go through their body.
Got 2 dashes, yeah. I like it. So, good play there, knowing the champion. I would expect so from a player of this caliber, but certainly putting on the tutorial right there for you guys. Take a step back, land the Q. Land the E, I should say.
He did throw a Q in there, too. Yep, just a style on him a little bit.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
It only costs a cooldown, doesn't even stop you from moving. But
resourceless champions.
Yeah.
So balanced.
Cooldown's still a resource, let's be fair.
Yeah, so I guess cooldown reduction is really good on him. I always have the reaction, I'm like, Spirit Visage?
Yes,
or Banshee's Veil.
Yeah, right.
Because I know Banshee's Veil is still extremely strong, though.
Sure.
And I don't know. Against a team like this, not wanting to be knocked up, it could pay off.
Probably still Visage myself, personally.
Visage because it works with Cole, the Meek, and all
exactly.
these other
10
tools.
CDR is nice. So the other thing I actually want to point out, though, is the pink board that's there for Determined in that top lane tri-brush.
Still there.
Right, and you talked about it takes 5 attacks. And Broken Shard oftentimes has the mana drop available. So if someone goes for the ward, it's like you're overextended and I know you're there, and he can set up ganks with that.
It's gone now.
Well, it was a good idea.
He just chopped that sucker right up. Can you Ruthless Predator? You can Ruthless Predator wards.
Yes, you can.
Because if somebody throws down a pink or a green, you're immediately like auto attack,
auto W,
Ruthless Predator. Boom.
Yep.
It's gone.
You get the hit. Same with Twin Bite.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I don't know why I had to ask you about that.
Because I know everything, and you just trust me.
Oh no, you've shown me things I didn't even know about. I was like, what is that, freak? I didn't know
that you were this good at this game. But it's true. No. I am this amazing. It's just a fact of life. It's okay.
Show me things about my name too.
Yeah. Did you not know? So, Zyrian's first name is Aiden. He had never heard anyone ever say Aiden Abetting before.
Yeah.
You never heard that in his life.
Wanted me to change my screen name.
To Abetting.
To Abetting.
Yep.
So I'd be Aiden and Abetting.
Yep. It's a good choice. Slicing Maelstrom comes across. Westrice trying to run away into lightning form. Here comes the man drop as well. Ulti comes by as well. Richie Rich stunned up, but not in turret range. Is the damage there for Broken Shard? More auto attacks coming. Ziplock, 1 charge from stun, but gets away. Richie Rich still getting chased. Broken Shard, 1 hit to go. Gets the stun back onto it, but gets the kill picked up. Now Admiral Ziplock not in a good place. He's in the wrong neighborhood, really, and Westrice got nothing to do with him. 1 more auto, and down he goes.
Had to do a little dance for him there.
Yeah,
put the back up. Neon Strike value, you got to flaunt that thing a little bit.
It's better than your taunt.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
An extra animation. And DTG, they're bringing it back. They're even in gold, despite giving up the dragon.
True.
No turrets have been taken in this game, so nobody has that map control. And I guess Broken Shard's paying a lot of attention top and not to mid. Still a chance for him to do 3-man drops there, though.
We got time. Karthus wants to sit in lane for a good long time. We just passed 13:37 into the game. I always try to check and see if something really cool happens at 13:37, because then I'll post about it.
Just for lead?
Yeah, it was like, oh my god, that was like a 5-man pentakill, as all pentakills are.
At 13:37, somebody gets a pentakill. That game is over.
Wouldn't that be awesome, though?
That is over. Oh.
That would be fate right there.
But yeah, there's a tier on Karthus. He also has just the Ruby Crystal, so he could possibly go into that Rod of Ages and go for the late game build from Karthus. So, like you said, he's going to spend a long time in there. And probably, he's actually ahead in CS right now. Karthus, you usually see him as
static shift done.
Yeah, he's at 160 at the 14-minute mark. So he's ahead of that 10 per minute.
He is. He's doing a great job. Wards go around. And kind of pointing out the other big factors in this game. I got to say, the bottom, you talk about Broken Shard spending time top and getting Westrice ahead. Westrice has been a part of every single kill in the game for his team. Yeah. They've all gone onto him, basically. But got to say, Cognitive's bottom lane is the one that's winning right here. Equal CS, Lucian with 2 kills, though, as well. That's where this game comes from right now if you're COG.
Yeah. Cognitive, they got the bottom lane going, whereas DTG has the top lane right now. Top lane jungle, that's where that pressure is. But, the Dragon's going to go into Cognitive's hand if they keep the pressure on the bottom lane.
That's true. You're right. That's the lane with the Dragon. That's why the gold is so close despite the kill lead for Determined and the minion lead overall as well. Most of their lanes are actually winning in minions.
And when DTG ends up finishing that Zonius Hourglass onto Westrice, he'll be able to join those fights, slicing Maelstrom, zone off the Dragon area. Because Kennen is such a great Dragon fight character.
Yeah, he
champion.
is.
Same with Rumble. I mean, we saw Cloud9 taking Kennen Rumble constantly in the Summer Split.
It's a really strong combo. It's a whole lot of fun. They can just wait, go to a team fight, and be like, we'll press R, back off. And then the other team goes, okay.
Or
until we modify your keyboards, we can't beat you.
Yeah, if they're the dragon first, it's even worse for them.
Yeah.
If they're just trapped in that little chokehold, you'll take up the entire pit, seal off the entrance. They got to take that damage. But speaking of guaranteed damage, level 2 coming out, or level 2 ultimate for Zamfira coming out.
And it's about up from cooldown as well. Rod of Age is completed. He's going to start stacking up even more than he was before. And, I mean, Cognitive, to be fair, really, I feel like they are and aren't waiting for the late game. Renekton will fall off, but Karthus will keep going up.
Yeah. He's going to keep scaling into that late game with that guaranteed damage. Dragon just came up. They looked like they were going to make the gank down bottom and then possibly rotate to it, but DTG has beat them there.
Yeah, they're just there first.
And oh, he's looking for it.
Ooh, nice try by Ziploc. It doesn't lose anything. Q's over, takes the lantern. But that's making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
They showed up Dragon late, but had their best chance for a steal with not really any downside.
Yeah, it's a very low-risk play. If you're going to attempt to steal the dragon, just do it.
Yeah.
Attempt it, especially with a Thresh and some type of gap closer that goes over walls on your jungler. So there was low to zero risk in that. Maybe you could have been stunned for a second, but they would have had to stun chain him.
And Cognitive didn't
make him pay or punish him for it.
Yeah. But Cog, speaking of punishing, didn't even try to go for Probably there. They had the Vi ulti, had the mana, had a blue buff on Karthus.
He's holding that thing for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single Viking. No, he got some bottom lane.
He used the Assault and Battery onto Robert.
Yeah.
But he's holding on to this ultimate. He hasn't used it for a while. It's been up. And you know, he's not being trigger happy on it. I mean, you have a Karthus who, if Probably ends up flashing away, it's a long distance to close for the Assault and Battery.
He's might as well burn the flash. Like, I feel like he's playing too passive right now.
Okay.
Just because they've been winning the bottom lane. They've got a Thresh down there for Lantern ganks. We haven't seen him in such a long time.
You feel like they have a timeline right now. He's going to have to make aggressive plays now, or it's going to bite him later.
You're winning your bottom lane. You have a Thresh Vi. Like, that just should be kills.
Or what you had as an advantage. Because now they're behind 1.2k. It's not that big.
No.
But you have to make a move and make the plays first and have people react to you, or else you're always on your back foot.
Yeah. Well, you heard Cloud9 in the interview.
Yeah.
They were saying, I believe it was Meteos, and he was like, yeah, you know, last year we played really passive. We waited for them to come to us, and yeah, we won a lot. But we think that in the long run it's better to play in a more aggressive style, force the issue, and they're just learning it. And I mean, there we go. Ulti gone onto Westrise. Richard shows up into the battle, takes a bunch of pain for it, but the ulti is now down. Backs up after the ignite. Westrise, don't give him the kill. He's taking some damage. Good stun. Back on a Ziploc. There's the Requiem. One more hit. That'll be the kill picked up. Force a flash for it, but hey. Kill picked up there by Cognitive.
So Ziploc flashed as well. May have been a little over aggressive there in his use of flash, but he really wanted that kill. If there was no ultimate from Zamfira, and there's no guarantee it would have gotten off.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going down there. Probably may have had a last breath, or sorry, a Steel Tempest charged up. Actually, here goes Broken Shard to the top.
Lands it right onto Ziploc and actually gets a turret shot for his troubles, but there is Richie Rich who waited the entire time. Can he get the damage? Broken Shard gets one. Can he run away now? Puts the attacks back on. One more block. Oh, he's going to go in for this one. Oh my god, Broken Shard 1v2.
The Aegis of Zionia is going to block the attack. It also resets your shield. He was perfectly safe there, and with Heartseeker, the guaranteed crit at low HP. Great play there. 2v1ing in the top lane. Broken Shard, not just man dropping on people, but being a man after the fact too. Wow.
That was great stuff.
That was really good.
4-0 now.
Just knowing what he could do. The abilities of the character. So obviously he's not picking up last minute.
No.
Yeah.
Elder Lizard, Giant's Belt, double longsword. When he goes back, we'll see what he goes for this one. Stayed in the lane to push a little bit. Recalls after, I believe, red buff. And he's going to have some cash money. Let's see where he goes. Probably Brutalizer.
So he's got the Lizard Elder, and he's got the makings, and now the Brutalizer.
Yep.
And it was funny because Bjergsen made a tweet the other day. And it's like, jungle is the best role right now for snowballing the game. You get ahead, Lizard Elder into Brutalizer, I hate my life.
Kill some people. Added a Ninja Tabby too. Mostly attack damage to the other team. I can see it. Let's see where he goes from here. So far, Determined have been making the best of most situations here, honestly. They got the Dragon. And I actually wanted to make a point about that Dragon. So last game, Broken Shard won every Smite battle I saw against Ziploc, and the same here as well. I feel like Broken Shard's like 3-0 in Smite battles across the series.
Broken Shard is on top of those things. Every time he contests, he'll usually get it. And those were tiny objectives like blue and red. But they still count for a lot. If you get one early, it's a huge detriment. Somebody did a calculation on how much the second blue buff is worth, and it's something like, it came out to 2,000 gold.
Yeah, depending on how you value the mana regen.
I was like, wow. That was
Yeah,
obviously you don't want to give that.
You
thing
basically
over.
borrow it. You basically borrow 2,000 gold, and then it kind of goes away.
Yeah, temporary stats for yourself.
Yeah.
And they aren't exactly in combat stats aside from the cooldown reduction, but it allows you sustain.
It's
and down bottom,
and the flash
4v2.
jump over the wall. Look at the burst coming across, and that is the knockup. That's going to be Zane King going down as well.
That's a big man right there.
Yep.
You're a big boy, aren't you, Broken Shard?
6-0 Pantheon.
Oh, he's really big.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
They're getting scary. The only guy who could actually make the Yasuo ult happen, but it's the jump in for Broken Shard, the Lulu ulti, and in comes Yasuo.
They really haven't used it that up. That's the first last breath this game, I believe.
The first last breath. I mean, you're grammatically correct. I think it's funny.
It's the first last breath with, you know, the last breath. I guess it would have like what, apostrophes over it?
No.
What are those called?
I mean, it should
not
be a proper
quotation
noun.
marks, but just okay, yeah. I
All
guess
right.
proper noun would work. Here comes the Mandra.
Zamfira.
There's one onto him.
They're putting fear into his heart. Here comes the damage. The Vault Breaker coming back across. 2v2. No, it's going to be a rough one. Probably forced to run away. Broken Shard on the retreat as well. No more Q's going to land. There's the ulti. Is it enough? Probably has the shield. It's enough. Wow. Just enough.
That was so close. So close. That shield is ridiculous. 690 at level 18. And right now, absorbed the entire thing and just took a little bit of his HP. And COG, they're going to push this turret. Bubadov's off on the side, and Kennen is available. Westrise, he has the Slicing Maelstrom and the Zonias, and he's going to engage.
This is not good for Zamfira. The hook comes in. Where's the damage going to come across, though? Bubadov in the front. There's the Zonias and the Slicing Maelstrom. Bubadov going for it. Hardcore picks up the kill. Just onto Caitlyn. Westrise does go down in this battle, and actually 2 kills coming across. It's actually a better fight for the Determined than you would have thought. 2 for 2. Robert X. Lee making the play, picking up a kill and leaving. Burns flash for it, but worth it. Crazy fight.
It's a 2 for 2, but it was a 3v5.
Yep.
So Determined standing their ground. They go even in kills, but they don't give up a turret. So overall, it was a good trade there for DTG, and they're going to start pushing this mid lane with full HP characters.
And Prawley, with his 2 big items done already, puts down the wind wall.
No Ardent Blaze for
nothing
you.
Here for helping. Yep. Not going to be enough to keep the turret down, but Broken Shard grabs the dragon on his way out, so even more gold coming in. I got to say, Determined looks great.
Soloed that thing with no damage taken to him.
Well, sure.
That's how farmed he is that he's doing enough damage to the dragon so that the regen from, or I guess the life steal. I don't know the actual name of it because it steals
It's
life
just a
and
butcher unique passive.
Yeah, it just
Returns health and
there
mana.
you go. The health return
The return
was enough to keep him at 100%.
Didn't need a receipt for the return, still got it. Dragon is a benevolent shopping center. Shopping center? I don't know.
Shopping center?
Store. You do get gold back.
It's a good looking dragon though. I would buy noodles from that dragon.
Noodles from the dragon.
Yeah.
Of all things.
It looks like it would be like a Chinese restaurant dragon.
Okay.
I would totally buy noodles from that dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't really want dragon noodles.
Does
I
it
mean,
look shady?
They'd be cooked really interestingly. They'd be cooked by fire-breathing dragons, which is freaking awesome. I'd buy it for the novelty.
That's the best way to cook things.
Prove it.
Oh, well, there's no dragons in real life.
Okay, so then you don't know.
All right, you know what? Let's just jump into the rift. There, it's the best way to cook things.
You still can't prove
There's
that.
a lore thing there.
That's not true.
No, I read it.
My uncle is Riot. He told me this
Your
isn't
uncle's
true.
Riot?
My uncle is Riot.
Is your aunt Rito?
Yes. It's weird. They happen to have like almost the same name.
Yeah. And she's the one that people blame when you mess up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Rito,
okay.
please.
Yeah.
It's like Rita, but it was just like misspelled in the birth certificate, and they just went with it.
Yeah, they went with the masculine ending.
Yeah.
With the
well,
O instead of the A.
Richie Rich walking into 1v3, but as backup, he's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty masculine.
It's good, Little Lance. Probably chilling on the bottom side of the map. No easy turrets to go for, but whatever, when you're Yasuo, just acquire gold.
Yeah, and now we have a lot of items coming out here. He has the 100% crit build down if he's running that 5% in his runes.
Likely.
And then Zamfira, he's completed Seraph's Embrace, and here comes the second drop in mid lane.
The battle begins, and the damage output is rather high. Zamfira in the back lines goes down right away. Nothing here on the backside, trying to make it happen. Broken Shard pushed away, 1 for 1 so far. Big rep, but here comes Crawley on the backside. Can he get the damage? Finds 1, finds 2 for the team. 3 for 1 battle so far. Determined to win in that one.
That was a 3v5 at the start of that with the engagement from Westrise to keep them there with the Slicing Maelstrom and the Flash to get him in range. They're going to push this middle turret. Determined coming up big on this one. 8k gold lead, and they might push another here.
Well, let's see where they go with this one. Still 3 members dead of Cognitive, making it a 4 versus 2 in this mid lane. And the siege begins. Q from Robert X. Lee. Easy kills on these minions, and this turret indeed will fall. Now the question is, do they stay for inhibitor? They look at Baron, do the steal buffs, where do they go?
They're going to get the inhib. They're going to start pushing side lanes. Oh, no, they aren't. Actually, they're going to back off, and Westrice might be in trouble.
He's in a bit of trouble. The knockup comes in. A very big commit there from Ziploc. He's going to go down. I feel like not the best choice.
He saved the inhib.
True.
He went really hard, and it cost him his life. They didn't even get Westrice for it.
No.
So
he didn't have the backup.
It's hard to gauge that trade because they kept the inhibitor, which was crucial.
But it's a low level, like...
There's Zane King. You missed.
On the side, yeah. It's warded by... Oh, wait, no, it's warded by Cognitive. That's actually not a hard one to
that's
get.
their own. They wanted to know that where it was.
We're good.
And they picked it up.
They got that one. All right, Happiness there. Nothing here. Chilling in the mid lane, sweeping away the minions. Robert X Lee going to trade those back. These guys, for everything, I got to say, the AD carries being 9 minions apart at 26 minutes, it's pretty interesting. They just managed to completely trade equally.
Yeah, and speaking of that bottom lane, Bubba has a Talisman of Ascension now. Zane King, it's not completed on him. So the next engagement we might see is a Talisman of Ascension straight into that fight with the Maelstrom. And oh, nothing here. Go after Westrice, still flash in the takeout in the mid lane. Totally missed that one.
Greedy recall.
So
shouldn't have done it.
Admiral Ziploc ended up sacrificing his life to try and get Westrice.
Yep.
I guess it pays off in the end because he gets picked up. So not a complete waste. Stalled him there, Westrice.
Yeah.
Gets the flash for it, though, from nothing here, so he won't have that available.
Yeah, but I feel like he's already Lucian. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah,
has a lantern, too.
He'll just slip and slide right out of there.
So here's a question for you.
What's up?
So you want to buy Noodles from Dragon.
Yeah.
But would you buy West Rice from Determined?
I would.
You would?
I would.
Okay. Is West Rice, like, the best rice?
It is.
Okay.
It is the best rice.
It's because it rhymes? Or any other reason why?
No, it's because East Rice... It's too
whoa,
traditional,
hey.
Oh, whoa. That's not offensive.
We broadcast on the East and West.
It's not offensive to say it's...
Oh, dear. If you missed that in Game 1, it totally made sense. Don't worry, guys. Yeah. But if you're here for Game 1, then you and I are in for an inside joke, so congrats on being part of the club.
But no, East Rice, no.
No East Rice?
They give you the least rice. I like big portions.
But that's because it's quality over quantity. Yeah.
When it comes to rice, though, how real quality can you get on those things?
Oh, there's quality rice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know there's bad rice. But when I eat rice, I'm usually like, I want a lot of rice. I want to be full.
I mean, rice is really good if you want to eat a lot of something.
Yeah. It's like a hobo food, right? It's filling.
I just more mean that, like, if you're like, you know, I could eat something like salty, something sweet, or I could just eat something that's very numerous.
Lots of rice.
Rice is like a really good food for that. Hummus, also good.
Huh. I've actually never had hummus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I should get on that. But then, of course...
It's numerous. Couscous.
The numerous hummus.
Yeah, couscous, even smaller than rice. You need even more of it.
So they're doing a 4-1 split push right now with Prawley. He's actually going to rotate, and they're going to actually try to make it look... Well, actually, you know what? I take all of that back.
They're not going to make it look like that.
No. They're trying to mask their movements. So when somebody pops out, it's going to be, oh no, they're right on top of an objective, whether it's that inhibitor or this turret. So, you know, Kobe was making throws to it. The scrying orb would be really good right now.
Yeah. I feel like
Cognitive.
I feel like that's like the new like casting like betting game is like how many times they're going to say scrying orb in a cast, and you get a high five for each time that we say it.
It would be really good right now. If
At some point, they're going to buy it, and we're going to be like, I told you so!
Somebody's going to buy it, and who's ever doing the analysis for that is totally going to jump on that and be like,
man.
what'd I tell you, new meta?
Hey, that's how TSM beat Cloud9. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's rock, paper, scissors, man.
50% of Cloud9's losses came from scrying orb.
Yeah, they do need to tweak the numbers on the cooldown on that thing.
If you say so.
No, I mean,
still like it.
Warding Totem beats Scrying Orb. Scrying Orb beats Sweeping Lens. Sweeping Lens beats Warding Totem. So rock, paper, scissors. But oh my god, Westrice going straight in there.
He's going for it, pops his own his damage, and another here does not block the ulti. And here comes the battle onto the backside. Zamfira on the left, getting chased down by Prawley. Can he get the kill? Knockup comes in, and he's going to flash out 1 for 0 so far. Requiem is available. Not even going to go for it. Health bar is not low enough.
Probably running in circles, getting that shield. He's like, I got to get that thing up. I don't want my GA to be popped by the Requiem. Holds off on it. They get the inhibitor, and Robert retreating now. Taking a lot of poke on his way out.
Oh, they're going in for Westrice anyway, though. Do they have the damage they need? Westrice down to half. Ziploc forced back, gets stunned again by Broken Shard, but flashes away. He is safe for now. Wind Wall comes out, Probably's still there. Broken Shard out of mana in the front lines. Probably low on HP. Ooh, pulled around. Has a GA, keep that in mind. Richie Rich now getting chased. Robert Exley finds the last shot. Another kill comes through. Determined, trying again to back away, this time not getting cut out.
And that was a good engagement there by Zane King. Actually, wait, no. I'm not even thinking right. That was Admiral Ziploc.
Yep.
Going straight up there with the Assault and Battery. I looked at Zane King and I was like, oh, he got the Talisman of Ascension finished, and that was the name that popped into my head. When you like look at something and think about something and then talk at the same time,
it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah, multitasking with your mouth.
So they're gonna look at that again. He goes straight in, flashes, and he goes right after West Rice. Actually, he doesn't flash. He goes right after West Rice. He gets very, very low and zoned off. And probably he has the Steel Tempest here and the last breath available. If he would have landed this on nothing here, it would have been a kill, but he eased off to the side, and they end up getting Richie Rich with a nice crit at the end there for 264.
Yeah, good play, good play. Well, we are back into the game. A nice picture frame to make it look all awesome. Dragon did go to Cognitive after all that. Determined ran out of health bars, basically, and so Ziploc sacrificed a teammate in order to give the team a Dragon. I think that's pretty much worth it overall. We are here now. I had a joke and I forgot what it was, so never mind.
Was it a bad one?
None of my jokes are bad.
I beg to differ. I really beg to differ.
You're wrong. Speaking
tell me a joke that isn't bad.
Okay.
If you know one.
Are you ready?
No, I'm never ready for your bad jokes that you think are good.
Okay, you actually know the punchline, but I'll tell you anyway.
Do I?
Why did the banana ladies cross the road?
Why?
To try on a banana wedding dress.
Why do I laugh at these things when they are fun?
Because they're hilarious. That's why.
Why would the banana get a dress when it's just going to get peeled on its honeymoon anyway?
Look, it's just, you got to be fashionable.
What?
It could have been a rental to try on, not buy.
Okay, to try on.
Yeah.
So it's not like a complete sale.
I'm not.
Is it
I
a
don't know.
Chiquita banana?
I didn't talk about it. I just said.
Is it marrying another banana?
Look, I don't know. I just know how the joke is.
Okay.
Just gotta calm down. I don't know all the answers. Okay.
You should. You told me you knew everything earlier.
Yeah, I just don't like telling you.
You're lying to me, freak.
No, I'm just keeping you in the dark.
Oh.
You will never know the answer.
You
will lay awake at night wondering what that dress was for, and I won't be able to tell you. Actually, I just won't tell you.
It was for a wedding. But I don't know if it was...
how it was acquired?
Or who they were marrying.
Yep. That's too bad. I mean, what if they were just trying on the wedding dresses just to, you know, like play dress up?
Oh
yeah.
My God.
And they like lived their lives alone.
A lonely banana.
Or it was like a civil union. They never actually got married officially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's marrying another banana?
I'm not making any comments.
Okay. I'll let you add that.
Those are the details I'm giving you, and the rest are up to you.
Probably split pushing. 4-1 split push. Recall coming out here.
It's not even a 4-1 split push. It's like a 4-man defense, and Probably's alone.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to stop the back. Karthus goes back. He's going to get this turret, so when Zamfira shows up, he's not going to have that backup. He's going to have to 1v1 Probably. 1v1 me. Come on.
He's not going to go for it. The team able to collapse back down. Oh, Probably running into 5 people.
Oh, they're going to actually...
Ascension
that right
Nothing
now.
here, getting cut out. A lot of damage, gets the Lantern. He is safe.
Ooh.
The engage comes back. Richie Rich forced to run away. The team is here now. Fox and Wall of Pain come across. There's the engage. Zamfira into the back line. The battle has certainly begun at this point. Zamfira forcing the back, pops into the shield, finally goes down though. Robert Exley safe in the back line. Crawley's GA has been popped, goes back up, has a shield. He's going to be safe. Doesn't even break the entire shield. West Rice pops the Zonias as well. It's a pretty fruitless Requiem.
And they might make a move towards Baron now. They don't have Zamfira alive, so he was the big threat there. He was, when you fight a Karthus, he can just run into the pit and die, and constantly do damage to anybody who's attempting to do the Baron. And DTG, West Rice, he's going to do a little bit of zone control here, probably. They get it.
Okay, there's
Anybody
Baron.
engages.
5v4. GA is down. They're going to chase on in with the Ascension. Zane King up the front line. Big damage coming in from Robert Exley. Ooh, the slow and a Richie Rich. Do they have the damage they need now? Probably 2 Qs away from the knockup. There's the first one. Q's going to be the Tornado next time around. There's the Lantern. Does not get stopped. Can they get the damage? The rest of the ones that they need. West Rice in the front lines. Lands a bit of damage. Puts the wind wall down. Good choice there. Richie Rich still on the run. Ulti coming in from Caitlyn. The stun in as well. That's the kill picked up. 7, 1, and 5 now for Broken Shard. Inhibitor number 2 about to fall, but Admiral Ziploc is back in the mix. They're going to stop and go for Zamfira now in the front lanes. He's going to drop down again very shortly. No, he's going to zone his first one on the back line, getting crushed down. Nothing here, drops. Kill picked up now. 3 for 0 so far in this battle. And they're still going for this one.
There's so much going on right now. The fight just getting split there. DTG, they're going to go after these Nexus turrets right now and secure their spot.
Yeah, they got 25 seconds to go. Only Zane King alive. Surrender again for 5.5 minutes in. Determined 2-0 on Cognitive.
Wow, that great showing there once again by Broken Shard, probably in the mid lane. But Westrice up top really pulled his weight. Cognitive, there was a little bit of back and forth in the bottom, but ultimately their solo lanes were really doing a lot of the carrying there for DTG.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with the Determined now because they have played 4 games, they've won them all, and every single lane has been like the early game carry lane. So, very first game of the quarterfinals, stacked up in the bottom lane, and they got Robert Exley running to carry that game. Game 2, Broken Shard and Kha'Zix did everything by himself.
Yeah.
Game 1 here in the semifinal, which is the 3rd game they played, they got it onto Prolly, and Prolly made all the moves on LeBlanc. And then this final game, they set up a bunch for Westrice, the cannon up top. So every single lane has worked here for these guys.
Yeah, fantastic showing there. They definitely deserve to be in the finals with the way they've been playing all throughout this tournament. Just a great job. Huge props to them.
Yeah.
Overall.
Very well played by this team. And now, guys, now that the North American Challenger semifinals are in our match history, let's take a look at the updated bracket. With their 2-game sweep, Determined Gaming advances to Sunday's finals, where they'll face LMQ live on the LCS stage.
But up first on Saturday, it's the 3rd-place match between Skyline and Cognitive, with the final automatic berth in the 2nd LCS Spring Series on the line.
Yeah. Now, before we shut down the cameras and switch off the computers, I got to remind you that Week 5 of the European LCS kicks off in just 4 days. Up first, Peke and the struggling Fnatic look to snap their 3-game losing streak when they take on SK Gaming.
Then, immediately following the game between Gambit and Millennium, it's time for the EU Challenger Series 3rd-place match, Meet Your Makers versus Tick, Trick, and Duck. The action begins at 10 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central European Time.
And with that, it's time to say goodbye. But before we go, I want to say thanks again to our friends at Coca-Cola. Now for myself, Zyrene, and the entire live broadcast crew, thanks for watching, good night, and GG.